BYD, this is incredible. Like, without recharging, without refueling, 2,000 kilometers. Is this first of all really doable, and is this groundbreaking?
When we step back and think about BYD, it's a company that's achieving the most explosive growth we've ever seen in the auto business.
BYD has taken the electric vehicle, EV, world by storm. In 2018, the Chinese automaker sold about 100,000 fully electric cars, but just 6 years later, that number skyrocketed to over 1.7 million, surpassing Tesla's EV production for the first time in 2024. BYD, once a low-cost battery manufacturer, is now Tesla's fiercest competitor, churning out more EVs than any other company on the planet. Its secret? Affordability, innovation, and relentless growth. One of BYD's most talked about achievements is a vehicle that claims to travel 2,000 kilometers without needing a recharge or a drop of gas, a potential game-changer in the EV landscape. Backed by investor Warren Buffett, BYD's CEO Wang Chuanfu has been instrumental in this meteoric rise. Recently, he unveiled a new EV priced at just $4,999, challenging the assumption that cheap cars can't deliver on performance or design. BYD's strategy is simple yet effective: make high-quality EVs regular people can afford, without compromising style or features. This formula has resonated globally. In just 3 months last year, BYD sold 526,000 fully electric cars, beating Tesla, and expanded its reach to more than 60 countries. At the heart of BYD's recent buzz is the Seagull EV Honor Edition, a budget-friendly electric car that's winning over drivers worldwide. Dubbed the Mini Lamborghini, this little hatchback stuns with style and specs. Designed by Wolfgang Egger, a former Lamborghini designer, the Seagull features sharp lines, sleek headlights, a sloping roof, and a rear light bar, all packed into a 5-door frame that comfortably seats 4. Despite its budget price, it boasts a 10.1-inch rotatable infotainment screen powered by BYD's D-Link system, a 5-inch digital driver display, and battery options that allow up to 252 miles, about 406 kilometers, of range. Unlike many budget EVs that cut corners, the Seagull emphasizes safety and design. It includes 6 airbags, rear disc brakes, electronic stability control, and a frame built with 61% high-strength steel. Its lightweight body, just 1,488 kilograms, and 66% wheelbase-to-length ratio maximize interior space. After debuting at Auto Shanghai in April 2023, the Seagull garnered 10,000 orders in a single day. By November, 200,000 units had been produced in just 7 months. With a price tag under $12,200, 90,000 yuan, and a 5% price cut in 2024 for the Honor Edition, it's no wonder the car sold 280,000 units last year, accounting for nearly 20% of BYD's EV sales. The Seagull comes in 3 versions: the Vitality Edition, 190-mile range, ideal for city drives; the Freedom Edition, offering added comfort; and the Flying Edition, with 252-mile range, suitable for longer commutes. All models can hit 81 miles per hour and charge from 30% to 80% in just 30 minutes. BYD even introduced the Seagull's cousin, the Dolphin Mini, in Brazil for $20,000, highlighting its growing global reach. Ford CEO Jim Farley publicly warned that Chinese EVs like BYD's could cause Western automakers to lose 20 to 30% of their revenue, prompting Ford to rush a low-cost EV platform of its own. But BYD isn't stopping at affordability. They've entered the luxury market with models like the $233,000 Yangwang U9 supercar, and SUVs like the Sea Lion 07 and Song L, designed to compete directly with Tesla's Model Y. The visionary behind all this, Wang Chuanfu, is known as a brilliant, hands-on engineer. Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's legendary partner, praised Wang for his unmatched ability to innovate quickly, once replicating a car part in a single afternoon. Munger even claimed Wang outshines Elon Musk when it comes to execution. Wang's personal story is as inspiring as the cars he builds. Orphaned as a child, he rose to become one of China's most influential entrepreneurs. He founded BYD in 1995 and bought Xianqinchuan Automobile Company in 2003, launching BYD's first car, the F3, in 2005. They followed with the F3 DM plug-in hybrid in 2008 and the E6, their first fully electric model, in 2009. By 2020, BYD's sales began skyrocketing, fueled by China's push for clean energy. In 2021, they expanded across Europe, Southeast Asia, Oceania, and Latin America. Then, in March 2022, BYD made a bold move, ending production of gas-powered cars entirely to focus on new energy vehicles. By the final quarter of 2023, BYD pulled off a major feat. It became the world's top seller of battery electric vehicles, BEVs, overtaking Tesla. This was a huge moment, as Tesla had long dominated the EV space, known for its fast, reliable, and luxury-focused electric cars. Tesla's gigafactories and global charging network made long-distance EV travel a breeze. But BYD's strength lay in price, volume, and domestic dominance. For example, its $9,900 Seagull hatchback costs just a third of Tesla's cheapest model in China, $31,900. That kind of pricing is making EVs accessible to millions more people. BYD isn't just about affordability, though, they're pushing technological boundaries too. Their latest high-end Yangwang models feature advanced systems that promise smoother rides even on rough terrain. This mix of innovation, design, and aggressive pricing is allowing BYD to rewrite the rules of the global EV market. As Chinese EV makers rise, Western automakers are feeling the heat. And at the center of this electrifying revolution stands BYD, an underdog-turned-industry leader, proving that affordable, high-quality electric cars are not just the future, but the present. LiDAR sensors, the same technology used in many self-driving systems, are now helping BYD vehicles map the road ahead, adjusting for bumps, turns, and even shallow water. BYD founder Wang Chuanfu boldly claims this tech surpasses that of foreign competitors, likely throwing shade at Tesla, which had to recall over 360,000 cars due to glitches in its self-driving software. As the rivalry between BYD and Tesla intensifies, the global electric vehicle, EV, race is becoming more competitive than ever. Tesla isn't backing down either. CEO Elon Musk recently announced a new factory in Shanghai dedicated to producing megapacks, massive battery units capable of powering 3,600 homes for an hour. While Tesla expands in BYD's home turf, BYD is striking back with cutting-edge innovation and unmatched pricing, fueling an electrifying showdown in the EV world. In 2023, BYD became China's top-selling car brand, dethroning Volkswagen, a position VW had held since China opened its auto market. Now, BYD stands as the world's third most valuable car company by market capitalization. A key factor in BYD's success is vertical integration. Unlike most carmakers, BYD manufactures nearly every component in-house, including batteries, motors, chips, and even electronic systems. They also control the lithium supply chain, from mining to processing, keeping costs low and adaptability high. This streamlined operation allowed BYD to sell over 280,000 units of its Seagull hatchback last year at just $9,900, a stark contrast to Tesla's base model in China priced at $31,900. BYD's battery expertise is world-class. Its battery arm, Findreams Battery, is now the second largest EV battery producer globally, specializing in lithium iron phosphate, LFP batteries, including the highly praised Blade battery. After nearly 3 decades of development, the Blade battery stands out for its safety, efficiency, and compact design. LFP batteries are forecasted to dominate over 60% of the global battery market this year because they avoid cobalt, remain stable under extreme temperatures, and excel in safety tests. BYD also pioneered advanced thermal management systems to ensure consistent battery performance, whether in sweltering heat or freezing cold. Used across all BYD passenger vehicles, the Blade battery delivers top-tier range and occupies 50% less space than traditional batteries. It has passed rigorous safety tests like nail penetration without overheating or catching fire, remaining between 30 degrees Celsius and 60 degrees Celsius under stress. This innovation, combined with a 40,000-strong engineering team, allows BYD to constantly push the boundaries of EV performance and reliability. What truly sets BYD apart is its total control over the production process, from raw materials to finished vehicles, even including battery recycling. This holistic approach ensures high quality and keeps prices low, making sustainable mobility accessible to more people. But BYD isn't just about cars. Their impact spans across all types of new energy vehicles, NEVs, including buses and trucks. In fact, they made history by launching the world's first fully electric bus fleet. Today, BYD's 70,000 electric buses operate in more than 70 countries and 400 cities. Major transit systems rely on these zero-emission buses for their proven durability and environmental benefits. Switching to BYD electric buses has cut CO2 emissions by an estimated 11 million tons, the equivalent of planting nearly 900 million trees. In Europe alone, over 2,600 BYD buses are in operation or on order across 20 countries and 100 cities, including more than 1,000 in the UK. These buses have even been featured at the COP26 Climate Summit, showcasing their contribution to global climate action. In Nordic regions, known for extreme weather, BYD buses have proven their reliability with over 400 units in service. With 1.9 million electric cars and 70,000 electric buses already on the roads, BYD is a leader in clean transportation. Their advanced battery tech, especially the Blade battery, has given fleet operators the confidence to go electric. This transition is reshaping how cities move, cutting emissions and pollution worldwide. Despite their success, the road hasn't been entirely smooth. In 2018, the city of Albuquerque, New Mexico, sued BYD, citing major quality issues with their electric buses, including poor welding, malfunctioning doors, brake problems, and underperforming batteries. The city claimed these buses couldn't handle the demands of daily public transit. Though BYD denied the allegations, the lawsuit was settled without financial penalties. The same year, the Los Angeles Times reported that BYD buses in California were also falling short. Frequent stalling and lower-than-promised ranges raised concerns among transit agencies. These controversies, while notable, haven't derailed BYD's momentum. They highlight the challenges of scaling rapidly in a new and demanding sector. But overall, BYD's achievements speak volumes. From disrupting the car market with ultra-affordable EVs to pioneering battery innovations and transforming public transit worldwide, BYD continues to drive the future of green mobility. The question now isn't whether BYD can keep up, but whether any other company can keep up with BYD. BYD's journey to becoming an electric vehicle, EV, powerhouse hasn't been without its setbacks. In several instances, the gap between the company's bold promises and real-world results became painfully clear. In early 2023, BYD admitted that some of its electric buses in Japan contained hexavalent chromium, a toxic chemical. Although the company pledged to detoxify the buses before scrapping them, the revelation raised serious concerns about the environmental practices of a brand that markets itself as eco-friendly. These concerns added to the frustration of commuters and officials already dealing with previous letdowns, including buses that didn't live up to expectations. Despite this, BYD continued pushing forward. In 2019, BYD landed a major contract to supply over 250 electric buses to KS Netherlands for the ESL region. However, controversy followed when it was discovered that KS, a key partner in the deal, had made undisclosed and shady arrangements with BYD during the bidding process, prompting authorities to label the deal fraudulent. Although KS kept the buses temporarily to maintain service, they were replaced by another provider, EBS, by 2022. When BYD's buses finally hit the roads, new problems emerged. Drivers and passengers complained about batteries that appeared fully charged but drained unexpectedly, leaving buses stranded. Other issues included buses veering to the right, requiring constant steering correction, and off-center driver seats that caused physical strain. Though BYD and Collis reportedly agreed to share repair costs, the full details remained confidential, leaving many dissatisfied. Then, in June 2024, BYD faced backlash in Thailand. A customer reported to the Consumer Protection Commission after being pressured to buy a BYD Dolphin quickly due to an impending price hike, only for BYD to slash prices weeks later by 140,000 to 160,000 baht. The sudden drop left early buyers feeling deceived, sparking enough public frustration that Thailand's Prime Minister, Srettha Thavisin, personally intervened. He spoke directly with BYD's CEO Wang Chuanfu, who promised to address the situation, but trust among Thai customers took a hit. Similarly, in July, BYD's off-road brand Fang Chengbao reduced the price of its Bao 5 model by 50,000 yuan to compete with Great Wall Motors' Tank series. Customers who had paid the full price and waited months for delivery felt cheated, taking to the streets in protest and demanding fair treatment. Despite these hiccups, BYD remains a dominant force in the EV industry, producing innovative and affordable vehicles and buses that continue to drive global sales. However, as the EV sector expands, it brings new challenges, not just for BYD, but for the entire auto industry. One major issue is EV repair. Independent mechanics, known for their affordability and personal service, are struggling to keep up. Unlike traditional gas-powered vehicles, EVs require specialized equipment, software, and training that many small shops can't afford. Without access to proprietary diagnostics and updates, these mechanics are limited in what they can repair, pushing more customers toward expensive dealership service centers and increasing repair costs overall. Some manufacturers, including BYD, are attempting to bridge this gap by offering tools, manuals, and software to independent repair shops, though often at a cost. Additionally, EVs rely heavily on remote software updates, which can fix problems without in-person service. Some companies even deploy mobile technicians to handle minor repairs on site. While convenient, this trend could sideline small mechanics and disrupt the traditional repair ecosystem. To maintain trust and preserve industry diversity, some automakers are partnering with third-party organizations to train and support local mechanics. Meanwhile, customer confidence hinges on consistent quality. If EV makers cut corners to reduce prices, it could lead to reliability issues and damage brand reputations. This would discourage potential buyers and harm the resale value of EVs. Another key hurdle is infrastructure. Without enough charging stations and repair shops, owning an EV could feel more like a burden than a benefit, especially in areas where support networks are limited. This could prompt some consumers to stick with gas-powered vehicles despite the environmental appeal of EVs. To stay ahead, BYD and its peers must proactively tackle these challenges. That means maintaining high build quality, supporting a diverse repair network, and investing in a robust infrastructure for charging and maintenance. The road to a green future is full of promise, but it also demands cooperation and long-term planning to keep EVs both accessible and dependable. Repair costs are another growing concern. Fixing an EV can be shockingly expensive, sometimes nearly as much as buying a new one. For example, if a Tesla suffers significant damage, insurance companies often find it cheaper to declare it a total loss than to fix it. The complexity of EV systems, especially their batteries, drives up the cost. If a battery is damaged, replacement costs can be so steep that insurers hesitate. In many cases, insurance payouts aren't enough to cover the cost of a new EV, leaving owners financially stranded. Worse still, expensive repairs can lead to higher insurance premiums or even make coverage difficult to obtain. All of this shows that while EVs are the future, as high risk, the industry must address the real-world issues of affordability, serviceability, and customer trust to ensure widespread adoption and long-term success. It's not just Tesla facing EV repair issues. Ford, BYD, and other electric vehicle makers are dealing with the same challenges. The high-tech nature of EVs makes repairs complex and costly for both owners and insurance companies. To address this, Tesla has begun expanding its network of service centers and deploying mobile repair units to make fixes faster and more affordable. While increased competition among repair providers could help drive down costs, an even bigger solution is gaining traction: open source software for EVs. If manufacturers shared their repair data and diagnostic tools, independent mechanics, those trusted, local shops known for affordable service, could also work on EVs. Currently, many of them are locked out because they don't have access to the proprietary software and specialized equipment that automakers tightly control. Opening up this information, along with enacting new laws, could create a level playing field and allow small repair shops to compete with big dealership service centers. This would be a huge win for consumers, who would benefit from more affordable repair options. At the heart of this movement is the growing Right to Repair campaign, which is pushing for legislation that gives independent shops, and even car owners, the legal right to access the tools and information needed to fix modern EVs. The goal is to make EV maintenance easier, cheaper, and more fair, so owners aren't burdened with steep repair bills or limited options. As the EV industry continues to expand, addressing these repair and insurance hurdles will be critical to keeping customers satisfied and helping the world shift toward a cleaner, greener future.